Thankfully, after completing 2 of my 3 years, we moved again. I completed my final year somewhere else. 3 incidents of merit happened, and they were all on the bus. One of the kids brought a knife to school, somehow avoided getting caught and nearly expelled. Then there was this kid who liked to hit people. I used to see him change seats and act unsuspecting. Then he'd sucker punch this one kid often, who would cry. One day he threw something at me. I threw it back. He threw a punch and went right back to his seat when he saw I was unfazed. I had a relative who went up the road to see him about it. He didn't come back for a while and I thought something might have happened to him. So I went up the road with concern, only to find him shooting basketball with this kid. This same relative had an unchecked temper and would lash out violently over nothing. He's pushed me down the stairs. One time, he came out of his room with one of those bats they give away at the baseball game. I lost footing and he picked up the small wooden bat, choked up and swung down at my left temple. I fortunately got my arm up and avoided his bat to my head. Instead, his bat connected with my left wrist. You could hear it. We would pick up and drop off these 2 girls at the high school on our own way to get picked up/dropped off at the middle school. It was weird how they did the district, because they lived next to a school and had to go to the one farther away, and vice versa with us. But one of the 2 girls ended up being really assertive and protective against kids who would bully me on the bus. She would often leave her backpack in my seat and then go in the back to talk with others. So I started to catch feelings, but as later with Nicole. Nicole. I couldn't say it and had to put it in words on paper. My plan was that I was going to write it down and then put it in the lower pocket of her backpack. She would discover it later and then maybe I'd have a girlfriend. Well, let me tell you, that is not what happened. I took out a piece of paper and started to really pour my heart out on the page. All of a sudden I hear, "Ah?" This girl sitting in the seat behind me had unknowingly sat up and was reading what I wrote the whole time. I looked up and she snatched the paper from me. I tried to wrestle it back from her, but she kept it away from me and went to the back of the bus to hand deliver it to the high school girl. Next thing I hear is,
"Who the fuck is Jessie?"
I buried my face in my hands in embarrassment as the high school girl came to give me the nice letdown. During that last year, I joined the high school wrestling team. But I shouldn't have, because I never won a single match. I mostly wrote my lyrics, watched my pro wrestling and walked around town to stores to browse without money. I graduated middle school and that summer we moved once again.